Tensions are escalating in Libya, where a potential military showdown is brewing. Military leader Khalifa Hifter has vowed to take control of the country for years, and yesterday he ordered his troops to march on the capital city of Tripoli.
Other forces across the country say they are gearing up to stop Haftar, raising the prospect of a civil war. The United Nations is urging calm and restraint.
I want to make a very strong appeal, an appeal for all military movements to stop, an appeal for containment, calm, de-escalation, both military and political and verbal de-escalation, and the recognition that in the meeting I had today with the President of the Council, we share the recognition that there is no military solution for any problem in the world, and there is not a military solution for the problems in Libya.
So CBS News correspondent Ian Lee is following the story from London for us. So Ian, listen, you have actually reported from the ground in Libya. We know the country has really been in flux. There have been waves of violence ever since longtime leader Muammar Gaddafi was ousted and then killed in 2011. What is fueling, though, this latest potential showdown?
Well, Anne-Marie, it really does seem right now to be all about timing. We know that General Haftar had last week visited Saudi Arabia, where he met with King Salman as well as Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. And then later this month, there are these UN-backed peace talks that they're hoping can calm tensions and put the country on a path toward elections. But when you look at this, analysts believe that what Haftar is trying to do here is trying to get a better seat at that table if and when those peace talks do happen.
So, Ian, tell us more about this General Khalifa Haftar. Does he have the support of the Libyan people? Can he actually seize control of the country?
Vlad, Haftar is an interesting player in the country. He helped Muammar Gaddafi rise to power, had a falling out, fled to the United States, came back in 2011 during the Civil War. And he's been able to operate in the country by either forming alliances or paying people off, paying tribes off to come into his fold. And so he's been able to be fairly successful so far, gaining territory in the country. But as he pushes towards Tripoli, there's a city on the coast, Misrata, which put up stiff resistance against Gaddafi's forces in 2011. They're known for tough fighters. They say they're going to oppose any encroachment on Tripoli by Haftar's forces.
So this is all happening as Libya, continues to struggle with an ongoing migrant crisis. It's often a departure point for Europe. But the country is also, extremely oil rich. How is this latest round of potential confrontation actually impacting the country now?
This post-2011 chaos has really been the tragedy of Libya because you're right. They have a huge oil reserve, a small population. They also have 1,000 miles of coastline. There's a lot of opportunity there, but because of the fractious society, the different tribes, it is very difficult to bring them all together. And that is what is fueling this uncertainty right now inside of Libya as they aren't able to agree on a way forward on a unified government.
And so, Ian, I guess the question becomes certainly with this inward approach that the president has taken, America First policy, what has been the United States' response to this situation? I mean, is it even on the radar? Secretary of State Mike Pompeo was just here at CBS News, and I wonder if there have been any statements from the State Department or officials about what's going on.
Well, so far, Vlad, we've seen this unified approach to this crisis from the international community. You have the United States, you have the United Kingdom, also France, Italy, even Russia is urging calm and for the different militia groups to go back to that calm that preceded this recent crisis. Even the United Arab Emirates, which backs Haftar, has also been urging for calm, but it doesn't seem like, at least right now, to have much of an impact, as he says that he is on his way to Tripoli. He says that he doesn't want to use violence, but that he's willing to do it. Now, we know later today there's going to be a UN Security Council meeting. They're going to be discussing this latest crisis, but all eyes are going to be on that peace conference. Will this violence affect that? And if it does, then that likely leads to more instability in Libya for the foreseeable future.
All right, Ian, I know you'll be keeping an eye on developments there. Thank you very much, as always.